Hi, this is Rob Hanley from the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Tuesday, March the 7th for the 399er game. We have two hands for you today. The first one is number 11. Partners open one no trump, and I find myself with 14 high card points and seven clubs to the ace king. So obviously I'm game forcing. I could just bid three no trump, but instead I'm actually going to bid three clubs. Three clubs shows a game forcing hand with long clubs, and it is pretty much slamish. It's not 100%, but it's pretty close. Because if I just wanted to be in game, I would have bid three no trump because who wants to play in five clubs as opposed to three no trump? So partner had a couple of choices over three clubs. They can bid three no trump, which says they don't really like clubs and they'd rather play three no trump. Another factor for them could be that they have a dead minimum, and even if they have a club fit, their hand is just wrong, too quacky, queens and jacks. In this case, my partner has chosen to bid a new suit. The cheapest one up the line, three diamonds, shows the ace or king of diamonds, agrees that clubs are trump, and shows at least mild interest in slam. So I like that, and now I'm going to Q bid three hearts to confirm my slam interest and also to hopefully get some sort of Q bid follow up from my partner. So my partner's bid four diamonds now. The first thing is they bypass spades because you always bid Q bids cheapest one first. They do not have the ace of spades or the king, which is in my hand. So they've rebid four diamonds. So now I know how they have the ace and king of diamonds. So now I think I have enough information. I'm not really discouraged about them not having anything in spades because it means all the rest of their high card points are going to be packed into my suits. So I think that's a good thing. So I'm going to bid four no trump, and let's see what partner says. Now, it's worth noting that if partner only has one key card, because we're playing 1430, they'll be bidding five clubs, and I actually would be able to pass. In this case, they bid five spades. That shows two key cards and the queen of trump. So I want to be in six. There's no question. We're only missing one. And based on that double by the robot on my right, it's the ace of spades we're missing. And we already knew that anyway because partner didn't Q bid spades. So off to six clubs. Also the reason the robot doubled five spades was to get their partner to lead a spade, which they've done here. Alrighty. And back comes the queen. Now, I could ruff that small, but I have seven clubs. There's three in dummy. That's 10. I have the top four clubs. So in fact, I can afford to ruff high and take a little bit of insurance out against a really wacky spade split. Now I'm going to draw the trump, and this is pretty much going to play itself. There you go. That's the last standing trump. Now I have the ace queen of hearts opposite the king jack nine and the ace king of diamonds opposite two small diamonds. So the rest are mine. And I think I'll just claim to keep the time low here. Okay, so there's a couple of things here. First, I think that the robot on my right, the West robot, should have found a way to overcall one no trump. And I would probably say it's a single suited hand given the quality of their spades. But that really doesn't change anything because three clubs is still game forcing with clubs and usually slamish. So nothing would be lost even if they overcalled two spades. All right, let's move on to the next hand. So this one is number 14. I have a really nice 19 count. And partners open to week two in diamonds. Well, that's a bummer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by bidding two hearts. Now, it's worth noting that two hearts is not forcing to game, but it is forcing for at least one round. My partner is obligated to bid. If they have some sort of heart fit, they should raise hearts. So if they had a minimum, a normal week two is sort of 5 to 9 high card points. If they have 5, 6, or 7, and hearts, like three hearts, they should raise to three hearts. With a maximum, they should bid four hearts if they have a heart fit. If they don't have a heart fit and they have any minimum, 5, 6, or 7, they should rebid their diamond suit. And with 8 or 9, but no heart fit, they can tell me they have 8 or 9 by showing me a feature outside of their suit. So by bidding either 2 spades or 3 clubs in this case, which would tell me they have a maximum, but they don't like hearts. So let's see what happens. 3 diamonds. So partner has a minimum hand, 5, 6, 7 high card points. They do not have 3 hearts, and I don't really have a lot extra to go on here. But with 19 points, even opposite of week 2, I'm pretty certain I want to be in game. And the most obvious game is going to be 4 hearts. So I think I'm just going to bid it because I think I'm going to make it, even if partner doesn't really have hearts. And the lead is a heart. Well, good news, that's a free finesse into my ace, king, queen, 10, 9. The bad news is that it looks like they're trying to make it difficult for me to ruff a spade in the dummy. And I really don't have an easy way to get to the dummy. I mean, I could try in clubs, but then there's always a risk of a ruff. So let's see what happens here. All right. So I'm going to take that nice and cheap. So that's 4 hearts. I have 5, that's 9. One is 10 in the dummy. There are 3 hearts outstanding, so I can draw them with the ace, king, queen, unblock the king of diamonds, and then try to cross to the south hand to cash the ace of diamonds. So I'm just going to keep this simple and do exactly that. So there are 3-0 at this point. So West started with 4 hearts. And we'll cash, drop the Jack of Hearts. The hearts are all gone. Now it's interesting to note that the East robot on my left has played the 7 of clubs. Now the robots can't really trust their carding, so I'm not concerned about whether or not they have the ace. What I do like is that they've discarded a club. If the clubs break 3-2, which will happen about 2/3 of the time, then I will only have 1 club loser and 2 spade losers. If the clubs split 4-1, it's conceivable I might actually have 2 club losers, and that would defeat the contract. So that would be unfortunate. So I'm going to cash my king of diamonds first. I'm blocking so that if I do get to the dummy, I can cash the ace. I'm going to play the king of clubs. There's the second club. That's what I like. And there's the ace. So at this point, this is good news. It means the clubs have split. And no surprise, now they're going to take their spades. And I'll just pitch a diamond because I don't need it. And have another diamond, which I will ruff. And the rest are going to be mine because I already know that East showed on my left, showed up with 2 clubs. So the clubs are splitting. Another one to the ace. Even though I don't need it now, we'll play the ace of diamonds, and the last one is mine. All right, so in 4 hearts, making 4 hearts. So the important part of this auction was to point out that a new suit after a preempt is 100% forcing for 1 round. My partner had to bid again. And they use a similar response sequence as if I had bid 2-no trump, inquiring about their hand, except that now there's a potential fit in hearts. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks.